Hi, I'm Scott Wilson, the senior pastor of the Oaks Fellowship here in Dallas, Texas. I'm excited to have the opportunity to talk to you for just a minute about my new book entitled Steering Through Chaos. You know, the whole reason why I'm writing this book is because I believe that pastors have visions God has given to them to lead the church, their local congregation, to a whole new place in Him. That's not always easy to do. You know, if you want to grow, you're going to have to change. You can change and not grow, but there's no way you can grow without changing. You know, a friend of mine here pastors a church across the way, and we've been tracking for the last 3 years as they've been leading in a transition of their church building and even location to a new location. On the day they had the dedication to their new sanctuary space, he called me. But he didn't call me from the church. He called me from his hospital bed where he had just suffered a heart attack. And he resigns the next week. Just basically he and his wife deciding, we can't keep this stress level. You know, the average stay of a pastor after a building program is completed is 18 months. Why is that? Stress, man. It's not just about the money and about the building. It's about the relationships that are stressed during that transition time. You know, it's one thing to know the change you need to make. It's another thing to have the understanding to strategically lead people there. Each chapter is talking to you about a strategic step and helping people to move towards that desired goal. Each chapter is a little different. Stuff like, you know how many times I've been like knowing exactly what God wants me to do, but I don't have a clue how to lead the people to do it? How do you get this person who has always done church this way to change their mind and to be open to a new way? I mean, it seems like it's almost impossible. And that's why corporate prayer is so important. You know, sometimes when we're making a change, some people are going, wow, dude, you're changing the whole vision. No, I'm not. We just can't do Sunday school anymore because we don't have the space. We're going to have to go to homes and small groups. No, we don't have discipleship anymore. Yeah, we do. And that's where you have to distinguish between vision and vehicle. It's in these times that sometimes the transitions and stuff get so hard and so difficult that people are going, man, is it worth it? That's why celebrating short-term wins is so key. Each week, we'll gather together as a team and just talk about, man, I got to tell you what God did here. And I celebrate this person because of what they did. That is fuel that energizes all the team to keep moving forward. You got to fix the problems. You can't just keep things going on like the water fountain isn't working and it's week after week after week. Man, you got to fix the thing. You know why? Because people know you got problems. I got problems, you got problems, everybody's got problems. But what people want to know is that you know you got the problems and that you're going to do something about it. Now, if you got a loan you can't pay off immediately, at least they want to know you can make the payments. We were getting into a new building. We needed 500 new volunteers. And so what do? We leverage. Hey, we're getting a new building. We're going to double in size. We're going to grow. We got to have new volunteers. So each week we had people sign up. I mean, you got to seize those opportunities. You got to handle the problems that are happening with people. Do not ignore relational tension. That's what I call DIRT. D-I-R-T. Don't ignore relational tension. Psalm 23 says that when you go through the valley of the shadow of death, you don't have to fear evil because He's with you. And then He says, like a shepherd, His rod and staff comfort the sheep. You know, the rod beats off the wild wolves that are coming against you, and the staff just reaches out and touches the sheep to say, I'm here, I'm here. You know what people in the church need during transition? They need the touch of the shepherd so they can know it's okay. See, these are all strategies of how I talk in the book to help people make transitions. The hope that I have in this book is that it becomes a tool, a help to pastors and staffs and elder teams as they're going, God, you're leading me to this, but how do I take them there? This becomes a handbook to help people lead their church through the transition to the change that God is calling them to make. But how do you do that and still survive? Well, that's what this book is all about, to steer the church through the chaos of change and to live to tell about it.